CBS Sports Network.
You punch a ticket tonight. Pasha, quickness advantage on McGriff. Camden, that huge three-over Hodge to put Delaware on top. Here's Camden, spin cycle, feeds, lane, lays it in. What a pass.
You can see the double on him, Dave.
His first field goal, he's got 6 points.
Yeah. And I can touch it that much, you know.
All time, Camden, the take. Leaves there, Pasha hangs. Towson, much needed for Dylan Williamson. He's got 14, 2 threes tonight for the Super Soft. Camden, checked by May. On the baseline, lane for 2 more.
To the semis even.
No, not at the 12 seed. Never happened before. History made here for Delaware.
You got to get the defense and the offense going. Get a steal, get a deflection.
8 to go in regulation. Desperation time for the top seed. Middleton Jr. thinking 3 hits, a big triple at the end of the
fights. It's Delaware and William and Mary underway. The Blue Hens begin with a basketball. Winner gets Towson tomorrow.
And we have seen Delaware get off to strong offensive starts in 2 games in this tournament. And it's been different players stepping up at different times. Eric Timko has been huge. He's been looking for his shots, as has been Kevin Riley.
And Riley on cue knocks out Dorsey, the answer for William and Mary.
And that is a long-range 3 from Gabe Dorsey, answering immediately the Kevin Riley 3.
Delaware starters on your screen. Timko makes it 2 for 2.
So once again, the pressure continues. Delaware doing a nice job there.
Middleton along the sideline, over the double team. Camden wants to go to work, trying to back his way in, drawing the double, but Middleton didn't want to pull the trigger. Now he will, and hits.
That is a big, and Emery, some good minutes off the bench for Delaware as well.
So laborious, first to get the ball inbounds, then to try to get it across half court, and then to get organized and try to run your offense.
Especially when you're so sped up and you're trying to avoid the double teams. You have to keep your spacing, which is what Delaware's working on right now.
Lane and Emery ended up in the same spot, but Riley comes open and rattles one home. A finish by Pulliam!
That was so pretty. Making it look easy, I assure you it is not. That brought everyone to their feet here in Care First Arena.
That was better than a dunk. Reverse layup under the rim. Camden lost the handle, but got it to Pasha.
And that is a lucky break for Delaware.
Isaiah wanted a ball screen. Instead, he has to give it to Camden with 5 to shoot. Spins around a double. Pasha ends up wide open and buries it.
With great off-ball movement, working without the basketball. Really good find by Campbell.
I mean, that was as pretty as it gets. Timko has 2 bodies come at him. Extra feed to Riley for the corner 3. Knocks it down.
And that was a big shot. And look, I like this out of Delaware because it seemed like for 4 or 5 possessions, they were just going to John Camden quite a bit. When they diversify, they get more people involved. Good things happen for the Blue Hens.
Luster right away, can't hit the open look, and Delaware, good job to hit the glass.
It was a good-looking shot. It was a good take for Luster. He's going to see a lot of defensive attention.
There's Timko. You were calling for him, and trying to spark him early. Gave him a little speech last week about how close they were, and they know what they need to do. Defense is at the top of the list. Pretty good job that time. Forced the air ball, and Delaware going the other direction.
And again, this is the issue for Stony Brook. Ice cold.
Lane going through the lane of the field.
Good offensive rebound. And Nick Woodard getting the first Stony Brook points of the day because C.J. Luster is going to be guarded very closely all game long.
Timko again wide. And the hustle from Stony Brook will get him another try.
It's a nice play. But look at the diving play by Lane.
He takes out a whole row of seats, plus he gets the steal, and Delaware off to the races. The extra feed to Timko. Beautiful basketball from
right for the Hens. Pasha defended by Montgomery, man-to-man, gets a screen from Emery, goes left, bounce pass to Houston Emery, and the shot with the right hand is good, rolls around and falls through for Emery. 4 points for him, the junior.
Put him in the washing machine, turn on the spin cycle. Ante Berzovic strikes. It's Berzovic now with 3 points. Back the other way, three-pointer is good.
Williams on the left block, and he's short on the layup attempt. So Camden will grab the rebound and run point. Across half court, Williams picking up JC. Hand off to Teron Allen. He made one from the right wing, has missed a three from the left wing. Pasha looking to drive on Montgomery, pulls it back out. Jerome with 16 to work on top of the point guard. It's Pasha surveying, bringing it to the right side. Now Ross on a switch, defending, and John Camden has it out. He'll spin on Montgomery, has some height, kick out. Pasha wide open, sets his feet, fires a three, and drains it. No whistle as he dropped it and got it back in one motion. Kick out to Newby. Newby missing again on the three. Pasha working hard on the glass. Here comes Camden. Delaware down by 12. Camden bounce pass to Emery. Emery gets the finish.
Through now, finding kind of a different defensive first role for King Rice.
He has, but he had 12 points in the double overtime game against Texas. Actually set career highs in points last two games for Monmouth. So he's starting to kind of grow a little bit offensively.
Delaware still trying to get on the board here.
A little bit of press from Drexel. Again, let's get the blood flowing here.
That's Timko. Was everything at Jefferson University, making the most of his time here at Delaware. Camden kicks it out. The shot's away. Timko for three.
We put a play in just for him. On a dribble handoff, he would keep the ball. I ran into a player from Dayton, Keith Walikowski, who's a very good player at Dayton, and he said to me, "You still run that Bill Phillips?"
Pass inside to Khalil Farmer from the stripe. Nice look for Plotnikov.
And that was a really good composure from Cruz and the rest of the Hofstra team, handling the trap, being open, and showing Cruz that they're available. And great job for Khalil to hit that shot.
The little teardrop from
advantage heading into the locker room, and Delaware responded in the second half. Camden a rebound. Now he'll look to push. Riley open for a three, and Kevin Riley
to roll up and in.
And once again, I mean, these Pirates, they just crashed the offensive glass so well. Bill that time, from the guard spot, able to get the putback.
Beal was dealing with the flu as well last game. He managed to battle through it, and a three.
That time went up, and I thought he was going to dunk the ball as well. Right away, you see Bill.
Is that man has a motor unlike anybody else I've ever seen. Whenever he's on the floor, there is no half speed with him. There is no wasted movement. No. It is 100% every second that he is on the floor.
And he's a tough guy to handle once he gets the ball inside the paint.
One of those players also, we weren't sure if he was going to come back.
Replace him with someone who's also very active, can rebound the basketball, obviously can score when he's around the basket, so not missing much, but you're definitely missing the athleticism when you lose Xavier Long. Don't say that lightly for this game today.
I see what you did there. 82-74.
It's a 7-0 run over the last 2:11 for Delaware, as the Aggies now in the midst of their second 3-minute-plus scoring drought of the night.
And this scoring drought, Spencer, is different. It's different because they're getting the shots that they want. They're just not making them.
Pasha able to beat Hidi Kudus to the hole.
needs to settle in and let the play develop.
That's why.
He just showed that again with the first play of the second half.
A dozen for Ejiofor. Backdoor left open for Lane. Niles Lane has been the...
They're going to have plenty of opportunities, certainly against, Creighton starting up their next game on the road. Big opportunity right there. In conference, and then we will do that with Davon Smith the last 4 or 5 games especially. Had a rough start, but he's kind of settled into his role. Kadari's still getting himself, settled in. And
I think both coaches would say at their respective institutions, the best scoring teams, some of the best shooting teams they've ever had. Thanks for Delaware to a guy like Camden, who loops it outside for the rainbow three. Delaware to the NCAA tournament as recently as 2022. Last year, got into the second round of the CAA tournament, a 19-14 record, another quality team. But the three-point shooting they possess this year could really take the Blue Hens over the top again.
But you got 5 guys who can score the basketball. You got 5 guys averaging double figures. Anytime when I was a coach, I had 5 guys averaging double figures. We actually went to the NCAA tournament, so this is going to bode well for the Blue Hens if they continue. As you see, knocking down a 3-point shot. No question about it, but it also attributes to the other guys stepping up and scoring the basketball while he continues to try to find his groove this evening.
When it comes to hallowed ground, hallowed floors, it's pretty much the parquet in Boston.
Yeah, well,
in that one.
Yeah, right, of course.
1 and 1A.
I agree.
Delaware in the blue starts things off. And they will shoot a lot from the outside, and they love to get to the free throw line. They're in the top 20 in both categories, and underscoring that point to start. Crawford will take one himself. Dixon fighting for the rebound, but it's snared by Timko. I like that last possession by him. He's already hit 2 threes. He knew that the opponent had to honor the shot and then drives, uses that to his advantage, kicks out to an open man and a good shooter in Riley. Well thought out possession. And laying right into the game.
To end that.
Drew was saying, like, against a team like St. Peter's, it's actually easier to rebound to a certain extent, even though they're a very good rebounding team, because you always know where the bodies are. You know where to put your elbows. You know where to put your backside to block out and create space.
There's only a certain amount of room, and you know who's going to be where. It's totally different here. This is what I love about pre-conference ball.
Oh, that was a tough shot.
Scored in 2 minutes, but a couple threes to get the half started, and Delaware State starting to put the ball in the basket here as of late as well.
Well, they're going to see a little bit of pressure here from Del State, a 3/4 court zone attack.
Niles Lane catches and Middleton got a hand in there. He was whistled for the foul. 1-2 as that one rims out for Smith. 55-37. Here come the Hens now on the offensive. Middleton has it over on the right wing. Is going to pull it back out. Gets it up top to Timko. Timko, one-on-one with Watson, now over to Camden on the wing. Middleton, straightaway 3. He's going to let it fly, and when it rains, game as that 3 is canned. A step-back 3 from the lefty, Robert Smith, who is starting to find his stroke here in the second half as well. That backcourt of him and Robinson able to find some scoring here in the second half.
He takes a lot of tough threes. He shoots half of his shots from the three-point line, and now he is getting stoked out there with that left-hand jumper just over the outstretched arm of Kevin Riley.
Cutting the deficit to 14, drive and kick. Camden to Riley, and Riley trying to take Kevin Riley. Spins. Here comes the help defense with Camden. He still goes straight up. Got the shot off, no good. And now Camden going to track down the loose ball on the rebound. 3-on-1 for Delaware. Camden up ahead to Pasha, who finishes with ease.
Great length, and again, not settling for a jumper right there. Delaware not helping in that situation. Great offensive execution by Yale.
Kobe Jerome, who
has quietly chipped back at that lead that Delaware had. Now a 2-point game.
Camden back in, sets up Timko. Well, all the way to lay it in.
Folks, it's been a one-man wrecking crew, just continuing to cause chaos on the defensive end, make it difficult for Delaware to run their stuff.
He's already at his season average with 6 points in this contest. Camden with the kick. Riley will crank it from deep. Got it. And the field
here, Vermont, and you gotta, tip your hat off to what he's been able to do as far as recruiting players, building relationships with them, and then also creating a winning environment and culture here at Vermont.
a regular in the NCAA tournament at this point. 3 straight America East titles. Lane will answer the cap. Iofalia spells him. He's back into the mix. Pasha stops in the lane, turns, stuck, has to get rid of it. Camden on the move. Timko will light it up from deep. Got it.
Scores his first basket on his home floor.
Yeah, Jai can play. He's a very good player, likes to get to the basket, and certainly can score.
Riley with the answer on